Namaste, welcome back to my channel and I am here again with another video. I hope you are watching my videos and you are liking it also. Please subscribe to my channel and you can also like, comment and share. So let's move towards today's topic. Today's topic is related to one of my previous videos. Yes, you heard it right. And in case you have watched this video, you may know it. It is about the 5 different types of architecture design. And in case you don't, then don't worry. I'll put the link in the description and you can watch from there. So let's get started. In that video, I have discussed about 5 different types of architecture design, and there was one of the architecture which is known as the vernacular architecture. So this is the type of architecture which is made by the local artisans and with the locally available materials. These buildings are very eco-friendly and also very comfortable in comparison to the other conventional buildings. So the topic which we are going to discuss today, it is about the 5 different vernacular architecture materials used for construction, which we will be discussing one by one are: number first is the stone, number second is the mud, number third is the timber, number fourth is the bamboo, and number fifth is the thatch and reed. Yes, so these are all very important materials. In this video, we will be discussing in detail that how the various components of any building can be built by using all these materials, such as foundation, walls, we have roofs, etc. So the first material that we are going to discuss is the stone. Yes, I know that every one of you must have heard about the stone as a material. So stone is the material which is available in abundance. You can see it anywhere and everywhere. Very firm and it provides strength to the structure. This material has been used since ancient times and traces of its usage can be seen in the various earlier civilizations such as Harappa civilization, and you have Indus Valley civilizations. So there are many building components that can be built using stone. Is the stone foundation, and number second is the stone walls, and all these are the main components of the building. As you already know that foundation is the base of any building and it has to be made firm and strong. And what can be the best material other than the stone? So stone is widely used for making foundations and also the walls of the building. So the another material is the mud, and I know that all of you have already heard about mud as a material, and it is one of the flexible materials. Now also you can find the mud buildings in the rural areas of India as well as another countries also. So under this, we will be discussing the mud components which are used to make buildings. So the first one is the mud bricks and the second one is the mud plastering. Mud cannot be simply used as it is because it requires lot of refinement first, and the small blocks are made which are known as mud bricks. Another one is the mud plastering, that how mud can be used as a plaster. So the next construction material which is used for vernacular building is the timber. Wood is a raw material, but the timber is the refined version of wood. So timber as a material can be used for various purposes and for various construction works, but nowadays the timber is one of the most expensive materials that can be used in any building. Yes, you heard it right. Now next question is that why timber as a material is now have become so expensive. So the answer is very simple, that the population is increasing day by day. Also the number of trees is decreasing because the usage or the demand of the timber has been increased in last few decades. But timber is one of the most eco-friendly material, and with the use of different processes we can increase the life of timber, and we can see many historical buildings which are still existing and are made up of timber. But nowadays still timber is used for making doors and windows and even furnitures. So yeah, wood is expensive, but if you can afford it then you can use it in your buildings. So the different components which were made or still are being made using timber are such as the walls, timber walls, the timber frames, and also the timber doors and windows. So the next material is, I would say, this is one of the my favorite and also the magical material. Yes, I would call it a magical material. This is bamboo. Yes, is the most flexible material that you will ever see. Bamboo has the high tensile strength, and you will be amazed to know that if it is used correctly, the tensile strength which bamboo consists is more than the steel. And it is the material which can be easily cut, maintained or repaired without using any fancy materials. And also the growth in case of bamboo is very rapid. You can grow bamboo very rapidly. So bamboo is very lightweighted material. Also the elasticity of the bamboo is very much. And you will be surprised to know that bamboo is the material which can resist the earthquake. Yes, because it has the ability to absorb the shocks, and bamboo is so flexible that it can be used making several components such as roof, walls. So the last but not the least is the thatch or the reed. Yes, this material is obtained from the grass or the roots of the different plants. This material are grown in land or as well as on the wetlands or inside the water. In component which can be made using thatch or reed is the roof. Yes, basically the roofs are made out of thatch and reeds because they are the lightweighted materials. These can be also used as fillers, and by adding mud to it, it can be used to make walls and floors. So guys, that was all about today's video. I hope you have found this video very helpful, and as an architect and as an environment planner, I would like to say that these buildings are very environment friendly and you should opt for building your homes by using these materials. Now you will say that these buildings do not have long spans, that why we should use these materials. But nowadays many invention or many technique has come up, and you can go to any architect or any designer who has specialized in all these, and you can ask them to make your building very eco-friendly. Please do subscribe, share and like my videos. And in the end, like I always say, that please keep your environment neat and clean. Stay at home, wear your mask till the pandemic time. Namaste.